The human body is a remarkable entity, teeming with bioelectrical activity that generates biomagnetic fields. Beyond this vital activity lies a series of subtle and spiritual energy fields that constitute the human energy body. In this video, I will cover the main anatomy of the energy bodies of humans. At its essence, the human body is a microcosm of the universe, composed of electromagnetic energy vibrating at different frequencies. The foundational truth about the universe is that everything is energy, and our interaction with this energy influences every aspect of our existence. Chi or prana, often equated with breath, serves as the life force animating the body. Without it, the body is a mere cadaver. Vital energy is also produced through the physical body's digestion of food and drink. Additionally, subtle energies are absorbed through various means, such as through the hands and feet, breathing, interactions with the environment, and spiritual practices. Because these energies span the entire spectrum of electromagnetic frequencies, and our eyes are limited to the visible light spectrum, what we see is merely the physical body. Energies outside the visible spectrum are largely invisible to us, except through psychic faculties like aura sight or clairvoyance. Generally, if one can see the energies surrounding a human, one will see a potent yet subtle energy field extending from the surface of the physical body, like an egg-shaped aura enclosing the physical body, about 1 yard, 1 meter, thick. The distance of this energy field varies depending on the health, development, and activity of all the energy bodies. The colors in this aura field are determined by distinct colors provided by the 7 chakras, to be discussed later: red for the base center, orange for the navel, yellow for the solar plexus, green for the heart, blue for the throat, indigo to purple for the brow, and violet for the crown. Different shades can also have different meanings. For example, clear, bright red signifies vibrant life, while bright metallic red may indicate a short temper and impulsivity. For most individuals, these colors blend to form a general hue, which changes based on their emotions. There is a lot of confusion about how many energy bodies a person has, and this varies according to different traditions. For example, in the Theosophist system, there are 7 subtle bodies. Physical body, the body that can be seen and touched. Etheric body, extending about 1/4 to 2 inches beyond your physical self and vibrating at around 20 cycles per minute. The etheric body is a holographic energy template that closely resembles the physical body over which it is superimposed. Emotional body, also known as the lower astral body, it extends about 1 to 3 inches from the body and encompasses all feelings and emotions. Mental body, also known as the higher astral body, positioned 3 to 8 inches from the body, it pertains to your mental functions, including logic, intellect, and rational abilities. Causal body, positioned about a foot from the body, it contains the spiritual imprint of your karma. Spiritual body, positioned about 1.5 feet from the body, it governs your advanced spiritual capacities and functions, including the ability to journey and experience higher spiritual realms. Divine body, extending about 3 to 5 feet from the body, it grants you access to your divine I Am essence. In the Hindu tradition, the common way of depicting the energy bodies is to describe them as 3 bodies and 5 koshas. The 3 bodies are the gross, subtle, and causal bodies, while the 5 koshas, sheaths, held within these 3 bodies are called the physical, energy, emotional, wisdom, and bliss koshas. The physical kosha corresponds to the gross body, the energy, emotional, and wisdom koshas correspond to the subtle body, the bliss kosha corresponds to the causal body. Personally, I think it is most useful to think of it in terms of 3 bodies, the physical etheric, astral, and light bodies. The physical body is inert until animated by vital energy, chi or prana, from the etheric body, which necessitates thinking in terms of the physical etheric complex. The physical body is connected to and dependent upon the etheric body for cellular guidance and cannot be maintained without it. The etheric body carries information on how the developing fetus should unfold in utero, as well as structural data for the growth and repair of the adult organism. If the etheric field becomes distorted, physical disease soon follows, as many illnesses originate from such distortions. Even in cases of limb amputations, the underlying etheric energy body parts continue to function, explaining phenomena such as phantom limb. In some instances, Kirlian photographs have shown the presence of energy patterns corresponding to body parts that were previously removed, such as amputated fingers or plant parts. Acupuncture points on the human body, located along an unseen meridian system in traditional Chinese medicine, are associated with this etheric template. Research in the 1960s by Professor Kim B. Han in Korea identified the meridian system in animals. Kim's research suggested that meridian ducts form within 15 hours of conception, influencing organ development and cellular replication and differentiation. Additionally, fluid from these ducts contains higher concentrations of DNA, RNA, amino acids, hormones, and other substances, differing significantly from those in the bloodstream, indicating a crucial link between the meridian system and endocrine regulation. Severing meridians leads to severe vascular degeneration and prolonged reflex times, highlighting their role in providing specialized nutritive flow to organs. Changes in acupuncture points may precede the manifestation of physical illness in the body by hours, days, or even weeks. The chakras and the nadis are also linked to the etheric body. The chakras appear to function as energy transformers, stepping down energy of one form and frequency to a lower level. This energy, in turn, is translated into hormonal, physiological, and ultimately cellular changes within the body. There seem to be at least 7 major chakras: the base center, navel center, solar plexus center, heart center, throat center, brow center, and crown center. Each chakra corresponds to specific colors, psychic functions, aspects of life, major endocrine glands, etc. For example, the brow chakra is related to the color indigo, the psychic function of clairvoyance, the aspect of life involving intuition, and the pineal gland. There are also minor chakras, including 2 on the palms of the hands, 2 on the soles of the feet, and another associated with parts of the medulla in the brain. Research by Dr. Hiroshi Motoyama in Japan has shown that certain individuals could consciously project energy through their chakras, resulting in significant electrical field disturbances emanating from their activated chakras. Another interesting study by Dr. Valerie Hunt at UCLA found regular, high-frequency sine wave oscillations coming from points corresponding to the traditional positions of the chakras. The normal frequency of brain waves is between 0 and 100 cps, cycles per second. Muscle frequency goes up to about 225 cps, and the heart goes up to about 250 cps. However, the readings from the chakras were in a band between 100 and 1600 cps, far higher than what has been traditionally found radiating from the human body. The chakras are connected to each other and to the rest of the body via fine subtle channels known as nadis. The nadis differ from the meridians, which have a physical counterpart in the meridian duct systems. The nadis, numbering 72,000, represent an extensive network of fluid-like energies interwoven with the physical nervous system. Dysfunction at the level of the chakras and nadis can be associated with pathological changes in the nervous system. Besides the acupuncture points, chakras, and nadis, there are also 3 major energy storage centers where different qualities of energies are accumulated. Although these storage centers share the same general areas as the chakras, they are distinct. According to Taoist beliefs, the universe is permeated by a great conduit of energy known as Dan, or elixir. This energy, which nourishes the universe constantly, is believed to exist within individuals as well. Dan can pervade specific parts of the body and nourish the organs and limbs with life energy. Although it can be focused anywhere in the body, it seems to primarily be associated with 3 main parts: the lower, xia, middle, zhong, and upper, shang, dantian. The first storage center, the lower dantian or subnavel center, lies midway between the belly button and the pubic line, about 2 inches inside the average body. Its purpose is to store raw physical vitality. The middle dantian or subheart center, the second storage center, is positioned in the middle of the chest between the nipples, also about 2 inches inside the average body. Its function is to store raw emotional energy. Lastly, the upper dantian or subbrow center, the third storage center, sits between the eyebrows at the center of the brow, just inside the skull. Its role is to store raw mental/psychic energy. Among these, the lower abdomen is considered the primary seat of Dan in the body. By focusing attention on the lower abdomen, breathing calmly and slowly, and gradually relaxing, it can stir and enhance this elixir energy. When the subnaval storage center is full, it naturally overflows into the subheart and then into the subbrow, forming an interconnected flow. This process of moving the Dan up the spine is analogous to the movement of Kundalini energy through the central channel, known as Sushumna, which runs vertically through the middle of the body, starting from the base center situated in the perineum and extending to the middle of the crown center at the top of the head. Within the central channel, two major energy conduits, Ida on the left side and Pingala on the right side, traverse through it. These conduits rise from the legs and into the base center structure before weaving up through the central channel, passing through each primary energy center along the way. This is symbolically represented by Hermes caduceus. The Ida and Pingala represent the basic duality in existence. This duality is traditionally personified by Hindus as Shiva and Shakti, or can be simply called masculine and feminine, or the logical and the intuitive aspects of oneself. Kundalini is described as a dormant force, often allegorized as a snake, coiled up at the base of the spine, at the lower end of the Sushumna, within the triangular sacrum bone in 3.5 coils. Once awakened, Kundalini is said to ascend from the base chakra, following the central nadi called Sushumna, either inside or alongside the spine, until it reaches the crown of the head. As Kundalini progresses through the various chakras, different levels of awakening and mystical experiences are believed to occur. Ultimately, when it reaches the crown chakra, it leads to an immensely profound transformation of consciousness akin to enlightenment. After discussing the physical etheric complex, let's talk about the astral body next. The astral body is composed of astral matter, a subtle substance of even higher frequencies than etheric matter. Since the universe is a hologram, comprising the same structure at different frequencies, the concepts discussed for the physical etheric complex, such as the number of chakras and other energetic components, also apply to the astral body, as well as the light body to be discussed later. The astral body, also known as the desire body, is involved with emotional expression, explaining why a person's emotional state can disturb or enhance physical health via the astral body. The astral body can separate from the physical etheric complex, particularly during sleep, especially in the REM, rapid eye movement, stage, which corresponds to dreaming. REM sleep is vital, and denying a person this stage can be fatal. Our dreams can be seen as the adventures of our astral body in the subtle realms. The astral domains have unique properties, one of which is the principle that astrally or emotionally charged thoughts can take on a life of their own and exist as distinct energy fields, or thought forms, with unique shapes, colors, and characteristics, explaining the bizarre nature of our dreams. Similar to the physical body but composed of subtler matter, the astral body possesses senses like vision but without the limitations of the physical world. Some people have described themselves as being able to see the entire scene in a 360-degree panorama. There is even a case of a blind woman experiencing an out-of-body event who could describe everything in detail despite having no physical sight normally. Some people also train themselves to travel in the spiritual realms using their astral body through astral projection. Experiments carried out at Stanford Research Institute by physicists Targ and Puthoff indicated a doubling of the sine wave frequency of a magnetometer during a projection of consciousness. This suggests that the astral body can create electromagnetic disturbances which can be measured by sensitive electronic equipment. The light body, also known as the causal body, is considered the closest to our true individual self. At this level, one no longer deals with emotions, ideas, or conceptions, but with abstract ideas and concepts, the essence and underlying nature of things. There is a process of light body activation that occurs when more vital and subtle energies flow into the three bodies. As the physical etheric complex becomes saturated with these energies, one first becomes physically healthy. Excess energies then flow into the astral body, which, over time, can lead to abilities like astral travel. As this process continues, one becomes more spiritually evolved, eventually activating the light body. This activation results in access to the Merkaba, a divine light vehicle that facilitates interdimensional travel, allowing individuals to access, connect with, and communicate with beings from other dimensions. It consists of counter-rotating fields of light, forming the shape of two interlocked tetrahedra, one pointing up and the other down, resembling a star tetrahedron or a three-dimensional Star of David. A fully activated Merkaba allows one to transport not only their consciousness but also their body through stargates into other dimensional realities. In the final stages of activation, known as ascension, the mind, spirit, and body integrate into one pattern of light, enabling transcendence of the limitations of physical time-space reality. The rainbow body phenomenon in Tibetan Buddhism, where highly evolved masters at the point of death disappear into pure light, is associated with the light body.